KNUT Secretary Sossion recommends PPEs when schools reopen for learners and teachers. Kenya National Union of Teachers, KNUT, Secretary General Wilson Sossion has outlined 5 fresh demands ahead of the scheduled reopening of schools in September 2020. Among those making proposals is the Kenya National Union of Teachers, KNUT, which is proposing a raft of administrative changes by the Teachers Service Commission, TSC, to make the education sector ready post the COVID-19 pandemic. KNUT Secretary General Wilson Sossion now wants teachers, learners, and support staff to be equipped with personal protective equipment, PPE, when the institutions reopen. He also proposed that schools and colleges that were used as testing, isolation, or quarantine centers be fumigated and sanitized by public health officers and given a clean bill of health by the Directorate of Quality Assurance and Standards before being reopened. Sossion challenged the Commission to suspend its delocalization policy, arguing that for safety to prevail, teachers should be posted in schools next to their places of residence. This, he explained, would limit movement, especially in rural areas, in which teachers use public transport means every weekend to spend time with their families. The delocalization policy should be repealed with immediate effect to allow teachers to serve in their localities. TSC should reorganize staffing to ensure zero movements. He also listed construction of treatment facilities as paramount, noting that after the economy resumes, a spike in positive cases is likely to be experienced and the health sector should be able to handle the surge. He argued that the teaching profession would be among the worst hit due to a huge number of teachers aged over 50 years. The KNUT boss, who made the recommendations in a letter to TSC boss Nancy Marcharia dated June 12, 2020, proposed an overhaul of the Commission's strategic plan between 2019 and 2023. Sossion wants the staffing norm, which prescribes 1 teacher per class of 50 children in primary schools, be altered, saying the current numbers are inconsistent with the COVID-19 reality of social distancing guidelines and may affect the fight against the pandemic. Sossion also asked the Commission to immediately consider and resume the program for untrained teachers of northern Kenya to enable them train learners in the area and settle the backlog of the syllabus, which was also affected immensely by cases of insecurity late last year and beginning of this year. He further called for the abolition of the Board of Management and Intern Teachers program and instead asked the teachers' employer to give them permanent jobs, as they recently lamented failure to receive salaries for as long as 4 months.